And welcome to the orientation video with Hands of the Void. I am klokwerkaos, and I'm joined today by Clockwork Legacy. And we are going to be showing you around the dojo. Clockwork Legacy will be playing the part of the person being walked around the dojo, while I will be playing the part of the recruiter. The purpose of the video is to give you some basic information about the clan, the dojo, and the game as well as our Discord. And welcome, Clockwork. How you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Not bad. Alright, so I'm going to jump right into this tour now and make sure we show you around real quick. And right over here, you see at the beginning, we have these terminals, and there's usually going to be just about one in every room. And on them, they have a philosophy, Zen, or Art of War quote on them. And that's just mostly for flavor. Right over here, we're going to have our trade posts. I'll open that up real quick to show what that's like. Right next to that, we have, of course, in the spawn room, our teleporters, and those transporters will take you all around the dojo. Then right next to that, we're also going to see that we have our 4 labs, and they are each marked by a marker. So this would be the Grenier lab over here. And, you know, if we just open that up, we can see inside we got the transporter, we got the main area where we can see all the different blueprints that are available there. And then outside of those 4 labs, we're going to head up this way into the arsenal and navigation area. From here we have the arsenal, which we can access pretty simply. The arsenal will allow you to go anywhere except the other relays, so you won't be able to visit Cephalon Samaras, Maru, or Darvo, or Barokatir, none of that stuff. You have to go there from your orbiter, unfortunately. So sorry about that. And then right over here, we're going to have the arsenal. And that'll allow you to change your loadout before shooting out on a mission with your other clanmates. Then if we head down this way, we're going to see the Orican Nursery. And we got some different rooms here. I'm going to start with this one over this way. This is our Solar Relay Lab. That has inside of it the dragon keys that you may need. Let's go to the, there, that'll be these here. And coming back this way, we have our Tenno Oracle, which that's mostly for the dojo building process. It doesn't really do anything as far as the players are concerned. We have a couple cosmetic rooms over here. This is our Tenno Cephalon server room. Over this way we have our Tenno officer barracks. Got a little fire pit and some chairs to sit in.
Cozy.
Yeah. That's the idea. So now we're going to head over next to, this room is going to be the Hall of Ceremonies. This is kind of set up for, the main thrust of this is that each time the clan levels up, we have this altar right here, which is there to be able to activate when the clan levels up. And you get a couple thousand endo if you participate in that event. And, you know, we have some other stuff that makes it look more ritualistic around here. Got the bells and the shrines and all that kind of good stuff. This room here is strictly cosmetic. This is going to be our banquet hall. It's kind of Orican themed. A lot of people like to jump up and through these rings and stuff sometimes.
Man, how long did it take to build this place?
This was, I want to say, the main portion of the dojo took about a month of, not counting the research, but just to do the farming and the building and design. Took about a month, and then we did another later on in addition, the new wing, which I'll show you in a little bit. If you come down this way, we'll get to it eventually. And that was about another 2.5, 3 weeks to finish that up. So right down this way, this is going to be our engineering room. And back this way for pretty much a really long time, there's a bunch of different generators. I'm just going to show one of them real quick here. And these power the station. There's a whole bunch of them. Getting back to engineering, we're going to go across the hall to the barracks area. This is the cryogenics spot where our 10O are kept. This is for Alpha Company over here, the purple room. Up this way is Bravo Company. And pretty soon we're going to be moving up to the moon tier. And when we do, we'll have a Charlie Company as well. Right up this way is what is known as the crash room. This is basically just decoration that blocks off this hall, which is probably where we're going to end up putting Railjack once that gets installed, assuming that it comes with a new room type, which is what I've been led to believe from the dev streams. Shooting down this way, we're going to go to our obstacle course ward. At the obstacle course ward, we have our basic one. It's going to be right over here. This is mostly, I want to say, for newer players to help them practice their parkour skills. And then over this way, we have our advanced course. And this one, I want to say, we've had only 5 people actually complete it. So it's, at least as of the time of this recording, it's pretty hard. We do have little plat prizes we give out for people that are able to complete it, as well as if they set a new record. So if we take this elevator here, this is going to bring us up to the 2nd floor. Now this here is the garden ward. And Clockwork, you're going to notice around here that we do not have a lot of transporters in the gardens. That was mostly an aesthetic choice. And we're going to skip over most of these gardens here just because there's, you know, they're designed to be minimalist and very relaxing. But in the center of the garden ward is the Temple of Honor, which does have a transporter. And of course we've got our blinged out Loki over here with his flaming sword. Then we'll head up this way. So this is where we start getting into the cooler looking stuff. Right up ahead here, we're going to have our throne room. A lot of people like to use this for like screenshots and stuff. Yeah. Take a seat on the throne myself. It's shiny. Lots of shiny. Some Mayatan sculptures, all that kind of stuff. Now if we head down this way, back to our little crossroads area here, we're going to go into the Voidfire Club. In the Voidfire Club, we have, of course, a little bar down here. Up here we got a DJ booth. A sound system over this way. A little stage with some drums, microphone. Then upstairs, of course, no club is complete without a nice little VIP room. This one's more or less designed to be a little more extravagant looking. You know, it's got the Teshin statue, softer colors, nice little fountain. That is definitely a thing. People will occasionally be around the dojo chilling in different spots. I will mention that to you, Clockwork. So now we're going to jump over to the Special Voidfire Club VIP transporter. We're going to jump down to the hall, and that is going to be Syndicate Ward. Now all those are in alphabetical order. Right over this way we have a kind of a conclave themed 1 versus 1. It's got those same kind of decorations in there. This is our little penitentiary. Gotta have somewhere to put your capture targets. Now we got the different syndicates, of course. This one, of course, will be New Loka. Each one is kind of themed after the different syndicates that we have and has a little symbol in the rear, as well as one of their
So you
statuettes.
can't actually trade in standing or anything here, right?
Unfortunately, no,
You
not
can.
at this time. It would be really nice if we could, but we're hoping that maybe DE will eventually put some NPCs in, like they mentioned before, that will allow us to do something like that. This is going to be for the
okay.
Arbiters of Hexus. Got some drums there. We'll hit up our Cephalon Suda.
Ooh, Seth Suda.
This one was, the symbol for this was probably the hardest one to make. Right across the way we got our parent sequence. It's got kind of that executive boardroom feel to it. That'd be fitting for Ergo Blast. We'll jump over here to the Steel Meridian. It's got that very Grenier vibe to it. And of course, the home of the Edgelords, the Red Veil. This is going to bring us to our Void Portal. We got a little activation area, a lot of custom decorations floating around in here. Well, not custom, I want to say plat only or standing only kind of decorations. If we come back down this way, this is going to bring us right back to that crossroads spot. And from here, we are going to go to the Special Observation Deck. And this is the old solar rails that used to be in the game.
How do you even get here? What is this?
So this is actually a glitch of some information that used to be in the game, and I just found a way to access it. And this and a couple other areas that aren't really accessible except by transporter are kind of in that same vibe and niche.
Oh, okay.
So from here we'll jump over to the special spaceport. And out here, of course, we've got our landing pad, Grenier freighter, little docking area for taking in cargo. This is our mecha. I know it's not too lore friendly, but people seem to really like robots for dojo decoration in Warframe and YouTube and stuff. Devs do too, so I was like, oh, I'll throw one in there. Put a big giant robot. Up this way is going to be the Dark Sector Cantina. Got a little parking lot with our skiff out here. There's like an airlock type area that goes into our cantina. Of course, we've got our Ludoplex over here. Be able to do your different games there that you unlocked from Cephalon Samaras. And from here, we're going to jump over to, through the transporter, to the Special Orkan Vault. This is mostly a treasure room, but we also have over here a spot for people to donate. I do want to mention that unless you're really high up there for your MR, like MR 22 plus, we usually don't want you to donate stuff because we'd rather you keep your resources for yourself, unless you're a player that's like, you know, got 5 or 6, 5 years of experience and have been playing for a really long time and have accumulated a lot. We just want our newer players to really be able to hold on to that, and we don't want to ask them for stuff.
Okay.
So from the Special Oricon Vault, we're going to head over to this place called Timelessness. That's right towards the bottom of the list there. It's kind of a popular area. People like to do screenshots and stuff with this. Got a little space
Wow.
gazebo. And if we take a dive off into the void, that's going to bring us right back to the Arsenal and Navigation.